Hello, hello. This is 5-9 Gaming Mobile. This is Cooler. He is very cool. He is FREIZA's brother. We are going to be ranking coolers on a scale of 1 cooler to 10 coolers. See how many times I say cooler throughout the video. I think you'll enjoy it. Starting off, we have Agl Extreme Z Awakened. You are mighty Cleave Cooler. This cooler has a very nice art. On a scale of 1 cooler to 10 coolers, I'd give him a 3 coolers. Not much going on here, but I think it's worthy of 3 coolers. Next up, we have the newly awakened Tech Final Form Cooler. Again, he is cooler. He might be cooler than the last cooler, but we're not sure. He is doing not much. He's putting his hand out to blast a blast from Cooler. He is Tech. He has not Easy Aid yet. It's a very boring art, but he does have a little bit of a smile, and so for that, he has 2 coolers. Moving on to the next one, we have the STR Dokkanfest TUR Cooler. Now this cooler is cooler than the last coolers because he has 2 forms. One is final form, one is base form. The art is very nice. He is clenching a fist when he is in his final form, and he's also doing the iconic FREIZA pose for his TUR art. So this cooler, on a scale of 1 cooler to 10 coolers, I'd give it 7 coolers. The final form art, I'd give it 8 coolers. Moving on, we have an SR base form cooler. This one is very boring as well, but he is doing a nice little smirk. Again, he's pointing his finger at you, so I guess that's kind of intimidating. I guess I'd give him a rating of 4 coolers. Let's move on to final form coolers. Now, we already mentioned one before, and that is the STR one, but we already talked about him. Again, he gets 8 coolers. Now, we have Agl final form cooler. This art is very nice. He is doing a blast. He has his fist clench. This cooler, on a scale of 1 cooler to 10 coolers, gets 6 coolers. Moving on, we are going to the Tech Final Form Cooler that gets an Easy A very soon. He actually already has it. I just don't think it's launched yet. It launches on September 2nd. He is actually kicking something and has both of his fists back. This is a very cool art. I would give it 6 coolers. Moving on, we have an SSR just regular for INT Cooler. I don't know when this guy came out. This is Final Form Cooler on 17 July 2015. This is a very basic pose. He is just charging. Not much going on here. I'd give it 3 coolers out of 10 coolers. Let's go on to the big bad cooler, the LR. He has his fist up. He came out for the worldwide download celebration. This is a very iconic cooler pose. If we had to rank it, I'd say overall it gets 10 coolers out of 10 coolers. This is the most exciting cooler scale you've ever seen. Though you like cooler, I like cooler. This is 10 coolers. Look at that beautiful art. Moving along, we have the physical final form cooler. If you look at him, he is doing a very similar pose to that of the LR, but this one is facing the other way. Truly revolutionary. This one gets 9 coolers out of 10 coolers. Moving on to the next form of cooler, we have Agl Metal Cooler. He is cool. He is metal cooler. He is metal. He is shiny. He's not really doing much here, but he is standing with his hands out and he has a big boy behind him. I'd say this one is a nice 7 coolers out of 10 coolers. We have the Metal Cooler Core. This one is a little different. Do you like how destroyed he is and how angry he looks? I'd give this one 4 coolers out of 10 coolers. Moving along, we have the Easy A INT Metal Cooler. Now, I know, we're getting really exciting here, but our boy's doing a blast. He's got his hand out. He's doing a swaggy little pose. I'm giving this one 6 coolers out of 10 coolers. Now, I know you guys probably aren't prepared for this, but the next unit on the list is another metal cooler. Now, I know this is getting pretty dramatic. Another metal cooler. I'd say this is pretty exciting. He's got a big ball coming out in the art, and it's, you know, he's got his one up. You know, he's acknowledging something. He's got a ball up. You know, this is gonna be some crazy stuff going down here. This cooler looks really intimidating for an SSR art. Honestly, I'm gonna give it 6.5 coolers out of 10 coolers. Let's go ahead and keep moving though. It's getting a little bit scary over here. Now let's go into the free-to-play metal coolers. There's one of each typing, and we're gonna talk about each one. Now here's the Agl one. This one gets 4 coolers out of 10 coolers. But the Agl one, you know, the color just looks nice, you know, but there's more. There's a Tech one. You know, same pose, same typing, or different typing. I don't know. I'm going to give this one 5 coolers out of 10 coolers. The INT cooler right here, whew, tell you what, it's the same pose and art as the last one, but it's that purple color just makes it a little more intimidating, you know? 5.5. We're going to give it 5.5 coolers out of 10 coolers. How many STR coolers have we looked at so far? This is like the 4th one. This is another free-to-play one. He's STR. He's big. He's bad. He's a boss. He doesn't have big bad bosses. You know what he does have? Deficit Boost, the best link in the game. Attack plus 20% at level 10. Only metal coolers have it. Whew. That's a good link right there. That honestly, that gives it 1 more point. I'm just so scared looking at these coolers. They're so intimidating. All right, let's see. Another cooler. The physical metal cooler, the free-to-play one. This bad boy, he gets 2.5 coolers. Physical isn't very scary.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Let's move on. The metal cooler army. Now, I'll tell you what, things are starting to get a little bit spicy. Now, this one is the scariest cooler. You want to know why? Because what is scarier than 1 cooler, right? How about 2 coolers? 2 coolers, that's really scary. But 3 coolers, that's really scary too. But the crazy thing about this art is there's a 4th one. And then you're like, what do I do with 4 metal coolers? I don't know. And there's 5 metal coolers, and that's how many are in this art. So this one, like, you know, on the scale of 1 cooler to 10 coolers, it's got to be 11 coolers, right? Because there's 5 coolers in the art. So 5 times 10, I think that's a 50 coolers out of 10 coolers right there. That's really, really scary, and a lot of coolers. I don't like all these coolers. It's really scary. I'm not having fun. I might have to stop recording. 5 metal coolers might be too much. But if it's any relief, we have come to the end of the cooler scale. And with that, we have Golden Cooler from Dragon Ball Heroes. Now this one is not your regular run-of-the-mill cooler. This guy is the same Final Form cooler you're used to seeing, but he's golden. So he is golden. That has to count for something. Let's give him a 13 out of 10 coolers because he's just he's so cool, right? What kind of coolers could we expect in the future? I'd say a golden metal cooler is coming. And honestly, the AGL Metal Cooler Dokkan Fest that we talked about with the Metal Cooler core could be easy-ang as soon as the next couple weeks or so. So that could be really scary too. But who knows? It's going to be some spooky times around here in Dokkan Battle with this cooler scale. I'm really spooked making this recording, but I hope that you guys are able to enjoy the ranking of coolers in Dokkan Battle. Which cooler do you guys think is the coolest? Let us know down in the comment section below. But that's all I have for you in today's video. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss out when we post anything over here on the 5-9 mobile channel. If you're a big fan of Cooler, make sure that you do everything below. If you don't know, my name is Villuhfy and I create Dokkan Battle content over on my own channel. Go ahead and check me out if you're interested in videos like this, as well as other normal tier lists that we do over here on the 5-9 mobile channel as well. That's all I got for you in today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I'm out.